All right, hi everyone, John Marshall, the DrillMaster. This is my fourth critique today. When they come in, I love it. It's great. It just is super. Alrighty, so this is Central Catholic regulation sequence, platoon regulation. Nice. Good job, Commander. Not bad on that end step. Really, really well done. I want to see it again. Oh, almost. So, platoon leaders were not aligned well, but nice placement of the rifles. Good timing there as well. Good angles. Nice. So why did you sidestep, Commander? Why did you sidestep there? If you weren't aligned when you first stopped and faced to the right to address your platoon, then you should have done it then. Why do it later? Everybody wants absolute perfection all the time, but things happen, so should have had that taken care of. What a crappy salute. Holy cow. Air Force, you're... Okay, so Commander, don't do that. Air Force, you're a joke. Not this tech sergeant. No, my service. You're a joke. You're a freaking joke. Holy cow. Don't do this, Commander. You're not part of the platoon. You're commanding the platoon. You don't turn around, go to parade rest, do those little adjustments there. That's not part of this. You're the platoon commander, the platoon leader. And as the platoon leader, guess what? You have your rifle at sling arms, like you're told to in the training circular, and then you're giving commands. So as you're giving commands, then you're performing the job of the platoon leader. You're outside of the platoon, not part of the platoon. If you were in a ceremony, then you would have turned around, gone to parade rest, because that's part of the ceremony. You're not in a ceremony. You're taking the platoon through a certain sequence of commands, and you have to play the part of the platoon leader, not an outside member of the platoon. Okay? Entirely different. There's a tendency to speed up. Lots of schools will do that for the sequence. slight speed up, just slight. See the feet? So 45, 45, 45, wider than 45, narrower than 45, looks a little bit narrower than 45, but that's a big variation of technique there. So see the slight variation in alignment? Those steps need to be exact. You can see right here, little bit of just the slight variations there. Nicely done. A few issues with that about face. So not only are feet not aligned, but rifles aren't as well. Remember, you want to have all three toes aligned and feet at a 45, heels on the on the same line. Timing issue, big timing issue back here on that step off, and it caught my eye immediately. So, but good recovery though, getting into tempo. Nicely done. Really well done. So I want to see that flanking movement again. So yeah, that was not performed well by looks like third element leader. End step, I'm wondering if the end step here, remember, left flank march, end step, if the step was anywhere else except within the walking base and then the length. If it was anywhere different, and it looks like some people have a little bit of a variation there as they turn. See, the foot is well ahead of, this foot's well ahead of that foot. Yeah, and if he wasn't in the way, then I probably would be able to see what's going on. I don't think it was a big enough step, honestly, coming out of the flank. Good recovery, though. Good. Looks like on that column left, spacing was, yeah, yeah, right. So the spacing between first and second was reduced. So you can see right there. So it's quite possible that there's the visual memory there. So it's quite possible that the visual memory here, and I call it visual memory. So we have muscle memory, we have visual memory. Visual memory is my term for what what we're used to. So the muscle memory is we know we're in the right position because we can feel that right arm is at a 45-degree angle and the elbow's tucked in, and we have the rifle resting up here and all that. So muscle memory we understand, but there's a visual component to this that after the column left, the let's say the second squad leader here, I'm not sure what's going on. I'd have to watch this. Actually, I need to be there really to find out, to analyze this whole thing. But the third or first squad leader is coming off here. The second squad leader is coming over, but coming over too closely. No, not coming over too closely. That was fine. There's good spacing there. Something else is happening. So it, oh, okay. All right. So now this is, I'm betting it's because, and this is why the regulation drill sequence was set up like this. I'm betting it's because of these three. So you put your strongest members, your most experienced members, as squad leaders. But what happens when the reverse of the platoon, the end of the platoon, is now leading? We get this spacing. So as soon as, so squad leaders, you're exonerated. However, as soon as the team turns around, the third rank second squad is then marching over closer because of that visual memory of being closer and being more comfortable. So, and it extends much beyond visual. There's that we have a bubble around us, an electromagnetic type of bubble that is, we just sense things within that sphere that's all around us. It extends anywhere from 3 to 6 feet. So when they overlap, there's a comfort zone in there, and it's based on what we feel and what we see as well. So, and breaking that is just like breaking muscle memory. You have to develop new visual memory, a new feeling about it, a new awareness, visual awareness about it. So I'm pretty sure that's what's happening here. These two are closing in just a bit. You can see it right there. And then, as soon as they turn around, you can see the gap opens just a bit. And then they have to go into this. I think that's what's happening. And close interval, normal interval, nice job. Good job. Excellent. Heel strike, really well done. Although, so second and first element leaders, you're passing up. Second and third, sorry, you're passing up first. I don't know why I keep saying element. Sorry, squad leaders. You're marching up to her. But second, you're passing her up. Very sharp execution. Yeah. Scrunched in again. Hold on just a sec. Okay, I apologize for that pause. But then again, you didn't get to see it. Timing there. So maybe just takes a little more practice keeping your head in the game. Oh. Yeah. So I saw. Of course, it's just going to go. Yeah, of course. I won't be able to get it, I bet. Well, I got it kind of, sort of. All right, so end steps are different here. Plus, there's also toe strikes. A flank is still left flank, march. Still a heel strike, rolling forward to pivot and then move off. Excuse me. So that right foot coming forward is 30-inch step, or really the usual step the whole platoon takes. Doesn't necessarily have to be exactly 30 inches. It's a good idea to have that, but as high school cadets, not everybody has that 30-inch step gait or 30-inch gait, especially if you're a little bit shorter than the others. So as you step forward, though, it still has to be a heel strike. It's still a normal step. There's nothing special about the step except that you're going to, at the end of the step, pivot on the ball of the right foot, in this case, pivoting to the left. So arm swing seems to be very consistent throughout. And remember, Commander, as soon as you halt, then you face, get centered. You don't need to. Why the sidestep? That doesn't make sense. It's not an Army regulation, it's a training circular, which means that it's essentially a sticky note. Here we go with that ridiculous end of the salute. Nice job, team. Yeah, no wonder everybody's yelling and screaming. That was really good. Nice job. All right. So, a couple of things to consider in my feedback there for you. And if you want to discuss more, please let me know. Thank you.